What's going on, guys? It's your made man, City Boy So Fly, HotMusic365.com. Welcome to 365 Academy. Today we have a beautiful, beautiful course on content creators, and we want to focus on two major points, okay? Getting noticed and getting paid. In this course, we will explore different strategies and different platforms that content creators can utilize to gain recognition, engage with their audience, and monetize their work. We will also jump into all the challenges faced by content creators, and we're going to go over the importance of using different platforms that works and makes a better for you. So, for example, you have YouTube, you have Hot Music 365, you have a lot of different streaming platforms like Tubi, Hulu, you have Spotify, you have a lot of different platforms to work with. So we will go ahead and go over some of these and compare some as well. So that way you understand and have a better way of approaching these things to maximize your earning potential. All right. So first thing we're going to go over is what is content creation? Content creation is actually the process of producing and sharing valuable and engaging materials such as videos, articles, podcasts, social media posts, interviews, blogs, so forth, right? So now, as a content creator, there's a role that you play. You got to create content. You are responsible for creating content. You got to come up with ideas, you got to produce the content, and then you got to figure out a way to get that content out. So it's very important to figure out what kind of content you're going to do, and especially figure out what kind of audience you're looking for. Now, when you can figure out where or what kind of product you know that you need, whatever, it's easier for you to come up with a better recipe that works, so that way you know that you could gain their interest, the people that you're targeting, and all that kind of stuff, right? So demographic, interests, preferences, all those things makes a big difference on how you tailor your content or their content needs, right? So you have to figure out a way to increase engagement, build loyalty, and get people to share your content. And again, the best way to do that is to keep creating good content, right? So second things we want to talk about is good content. So, and that's creating engaging content. Not, again, there's different content out there, but engaging content. So it's a strategy, okay? It's a strategy that you have to come up with that's going to start helping you create content that's engaging, okay? Now, it comes with setting goals, it comes with fine tuning, it comes with a different type of approach, it comes with a lot. So you have to figure out a way and what kind of format works more for you and your content. Whether it's videos, whether it's a blog, whether it's a podcast, that's important. You got to figure out what is it that you're going to do. So, for example, a fashion content creator might use videos to showcase their outfits, ideas, or a tutorial, while writers may maybe write a blog to share tips on fashions. You get what I'm saying? So it's a lot of stuff with it. Now, the most popular one that I would say, and when it comes to content, is storytelling. Storytelling to me plays a big part when it comes to giving somebody to follow through on, engage with the audience. You know what I mean? So it makes your content more memorable and very impactful. So you really want to use that to your advantage as much as possible. You know what I mean? So like, for example, let's say you was a travel consultant or whatever, right? Or a travel content creator, right? So there's so much things that if you're traveling a lot, maybe you could show insight about some of your cultural differences, maybe some travel experiences, different places that other people don't go. You start capturing those moments, so it could be very appealing to the people. So that could be something big for a lot of people. So all that comes into play. Now, content creators tend to not care too much about how it looks or how it sound. Now, I'll tell you like this: for the most part, nowadays you got your iPhone, which does a great job at getting the content, and also the sounding as well. But they always tell you, if you're serious about your stuff, you always want to take it a next step. So you want to make sure that you enhance your content as much as possible, your audio, your graphics, your videos, your images, the background music, voiceovers, all those stuff makes your program, podcast, or your content way more and appealing than others, and that also makes it more engaging. Okay, so you very now you see how you watch these commercials, even if it's McDonald's or a restaurant or Arby's, whatever, anything like that, right? They use high quality pictures. I'm talking about, it looks so good. Again, they have a step by step on how to do that. They'll show you a cooking video. They'll show you I'm talking about somebody about to take a bite. The video is so beautiful. It's so crispy. Because again, that's what's gonna be attractive. You know what I mean? They got to make that burger. They got to make the cheese look a certain way. Everything makes sense, okay? And they didn't just put that together. Nah, content creation. It takes time to really do it the right way, especially when you know what you're after, okay? So that's one of those things that I always tell the people, man, as far as that goes. Now, again, when you're out there trying to build something, you're trying to make sure that you get the word out there. SEO is always important, search engine optimization. So you always have to figure out how to make sure that whatever content that you're creating is going to get into the search engine, because it makes no sense to create stuff if nobody's going to see it. Or it's not. You have to make sure that you have the right words, the right traffic. It helps because the right keywords, the right tags helps bring more people to your site or your project. So it's very important to look at these things and understand them as well. Now, after you realize what you want to do, what kind of content you want to create, what kind of demographics you want, you know, how you're going to do it, whether it's a podcast, whether it's interviews, stuff like that. Once you figure all that out, now it's time to get the word out there and start establishing a brand for yourself, or building that brand, right? So now you start building an online presence for yourself. Now, it's very important when you're building a brand, okay? Now, it takes a lot to build a brand. It's very important. First thing first, you want to make sure that you have some type of story behind the brand. Very important. Now, it has to have a message to it. And then again, it has to have a voice that sets you apart from different content creators, right? So it's very important. So no matter what it is that you're doing, you got to make sure that you're different, so that way people can be more into it, okay? Now, people okay, I'll tell people like this, okay? Now, the more important people you can get involved. When I say important, everybody's important, but you know what I mean. You want to bring people onto your show that can help, or testimonies from people that can talk about your show to help build the name for it, or to help promote it, to help build it. Now, social media is going to do a great job. You can leverage your show on so many different platforms, such as Instagram, Twitter, Hot Music 365, LinkedIn. All those different things allows you to reach a wider audience. So you want to use these things, and that all those platforms actually and let you interact with followers and promote your content as well. Okay, so it's very important. Now, another thing that I always tell content creators is the best way to keep customers or to gain customers is to engage with your audience the same way you're telling them to engage with your content. So you have to figure out how to get that to work together. So it's very important. Now, through different ways like comments, direct messages, live streams, Q&A sessions, there's so many different ways for you to engage with your audience. So it's important. Now, also what I've learned is also the more you can talk to people, you're building that relationship, you're strengthening it, and on top of that, it encourages loyalty. So most people, they have this thing in their mind where they never really believe things, or they don't think it's true, too good to be true. So by you encouraging people, talking to people, a lot of people start understanding it better, okay? And they start believing it more. So it's very important. Now, as a startup, if you're a new content creator, right, just like anything else, I always recommend that you collaborate with other people. That is the quickest way to get your name out there. That's the quickest way to build yourself and build a portfolio for you. So collaborate with other brands, other content creators, or even influencers can help expand your reach. You have to figure out how to tap into different audiences, different partnerships, so that way you can get the proper help that you need. I'll give you a good example. Let's say you have a beauty content creator, right? They might collaborate with a makeup brand that helps creates, both on both people, because again, what it is working together sometimes can help both brands, and people have to understand that, right? So sometimes it makes sense, and you find sponsors, you could review each other's products, you could get their customers, everybody's extreme. There's so much benefits to it. So I always tell people understanding these things is very important. Okay, now we talked about a lot of the basics to it, and also a lot of the difficulties too, because a lot of these things, again, it's a step-by-step thing. So right now we're going to jump into one of the most important part of this course, okay, and it is the monetization strategy. So that we call this the 365 ways of getting paid, okay, and it's just that simple. You create every day and you'll get paid every day. It's that simple, okay? Now, introduction. First thing you want to do is, how are you going to earn money? You got to understand, how are you going to make money? So anything that we're doing, you're creating this content, how can you monetize it? Now, it's very important to understand different ways to monetize your work, such as advertising, sponsorship opportunities. See, most content creators don't understand the leverage they have as somebody that's creating content. It is so important. Most sponsors need to people, that content creators, to help promote their programs, to help spotlight on their program, everything. Ad placement is very important. Okay. Now, other ways to monetize your content as well is coming up with different products. Maybe you have a merch line. Maybe you have pictures or something. Maybe you have, I don't know, products, different products that you can offer that people can buy. So the more you can do stuff like that, or even come up with an ebook, some online courses, all these things is different ways that you can leverage yourself and also provide value to your customers as well, or your fans, so that way they can feel more closer to you, comfortable, all that kind of stuff. So these are ways that I would say is very important for any artist to or any content creator to make sure that they're monetizing their work. Okay. Now, what are the challenges faced by these people? Most people don't have the proper production. They don't have the proper story. They don't have the right following. It's a lot of stuff that happens, right? So when you're dealing with creating content, sometimes you get burnt out. And burnt out is one of those things that led to people to quitting, dealing with stress, not motivated, not inspired. So those are the stuff that you wanna stay away from. So it's very easy to give up when you're not happy doing what you're doing or creating things the right way. So you have to understand, life is working. It's a constant work. So you have to manage time. You have to balance everything out, so that way you have energy to go through the day. There's a lot of commitment that you have that can be challenging, but at the same time, you still have to get them done in order for you to move forward and be able to still create every day like you're supposed to. Okay? Now, there's also, people be stuck on their ways. As a content creator, dealing with different trends, different technology, different stuff happening on a daily basis. I mean, new tools, new platform, new information. I mean, you have to be able to adapt to these things. A lot of people, they are so stuck on their ways, and that's why a lot of time it's hard for them to grow, because they don't get to enjoy the benefits on these things that we're talking about now and just expanding, right? So now we're gonna jump into Hot Music 365 and some of the features that they have to offer, as and how a content creator can benefit from working with Hot Music 365, and also start monetizing their content, okay? And grow their reach as well. Now, Hot Music 365, very different from a lot of these platforms out there. One thing I've noticed is Hot Music 365 does not require a following for you to start making money. They don't require you to sign a contract. They don't require you to do anything besides just be yourself. Be you, and you can get paid. So it's very simple. They believe in a stand your ground rule, meaning as an artist, or as an artist, or musician, whatever, or a interviewer or a content creator, it's very easy for you to create the content, right? And then put it out there. Now, also, what's hard is to get paid for it, right? Because all these platforms out there, they don't benefit you that much. They don't really pay for your content, you know? So, a good example, YouTube, right? So, when you use YouTube, there the way the monetization model works, you have different ad platforms that they have. So, until you first off you have to become a partner, okay, with their program. All right, you have sponsorships, you have channel membership, you have ads, you have all different ways that you can pay to get your music heard out there. Now if you're not paying to get your music heard, a lot of time you're not really getting views or anything like that on your music. Now even if you say you are getting views, let's say you do have a following, now unless you're getting over millions of views, you're not getting no money. You're not getting no real money at that. So an example I've heard from most people is even if you get a million views, you're only getting about $2,000 or $3,000, if that. So again, this is what I'm hearing. You can do your research on it and figure out the difference and how they actually do pay. But again, it's very important to learn about what I'm showing you guys right now. This platform here, Hot Music 365, there was a good battle a couple weeks ago where they was doing a comparison between Hot Music 365 and YouTube, and they was highlighting different things, different strategies that they use that actually give them the upper hand, and each of them had their standing grounds. I'll tell you like this, when you're talking about entry barriers, anyone can get onto any of those platforms, right? Anyone, yes. Now the difference between Hot Music and YouTube is the fact that as a newcomer in the game, a new artist, a new content creator, you can still make money without having tens of thousands of followers, without having any following. The whole goal is, are you ready to promote yourself? Are you ready to grow? Because as long as you're willing to do that, we will show you how to get money every time somebody watches your content. So what we do is, again, we create a structure with our pay-per-view feature. You have the opportunity to get paid every time somebody watch your video. So the ability to earn from the first view is no is unheard of. No one is doing that. No one can afford to do that. See, we believe everyone deserves a chance to get heard and get seen. So this is the only reason that we're doing this. And also, we want to show people that you can make money without having millions of followers. So this is the difference that we want to go over with you. So this here, and you can go to hotmusic365.com's website, and you'll see it explains it more in details for you as well. It's going to give you more information on how you can take advantage of getting paid for your content right away from every time somebody watch it, every different views, every time somebody view the content, you can get paid. Unlike YouTube, again, you have to get millions of views to even get any type of money. And the other part about it is, no matter how many people that's on YouTube, they don't put it out there for you, really. So you can go out there, and I love YouTube. I use YouTube all the time. Matter of fact, I have 3 YouTube channels. But again, I have not made no money off of it. And so, again, if you're looking to make money from your content, and it's something that I'm trying to explain to everybody, it's very important because one thing I've learned, growing a following is not hard. It takes consistency. It takes a lot of engagement with your fans. It takes a lot. So you have to just come up with different techniques to attract your fans. And basically, the secret I've learned is good quality content. Okay, good quality content is the number one key to get people engaged. All right, and also you got to be watching out the analytics. You got to watch your analytics, and Hot Music 365 is real good at keeping you in tune to let you know where your things is getting played at, where you most likely getting the cover, stuff like that, so that way you stay on tune and we could promote properly, and reach out properly. Now also, when you use this is what I mentioned before. I'm on YouTube myself. So utilizing Hot Music 365 and YouTube together is a beautiful thing, because again, when you can use different platforms, you creating different streams of income for yourself. Okay, one coming faster, one coming slower, but again, it's just cross promotion is very important no matter what you do in this game. Okay, now everything that we went through today is so important for a content creator. Now, there's a lot more stuff. We will do a part two to this video, so that way you understand more, come up with different ideas or concepts, strategies, or everything. We even went over challenges, everything as well. So the whole thing at the end of the day is being able to set clear goals, being able to expand your reach, diversify your income streams, um, embracing continuous learning and growth, taking action, because again, you on a journey, and you have to keep going. You got to do whatever you got to do to stay up to date with the industry trends, start learning new skills, adapting different ways for you to make things happen. Now remember, everything here is not all you need to succeed. This is just part of the couple things that you need in order to start getting on this journey. We gave you some examples. We went over a couple different things here just to get you going and start on your content creating journey. Other than that, we want to encourage everybody to take the first step, and wanting to do what you need to do for yourself. Other than that, please visit the website hotmusic365.com. Check it out. Click the content submission form. Please fill out the form. You'll get an opportunity to submit your content, get heard, get seen, and yes. So every time we're gonna go ahead and do another topic here. Go ahead and give the opportunity for somebody else to get heard, get seen, and also learn and grow with us as well. Our platform, we believe everybody deserves a chance to get heard and get seen. So God bless everybody. Have a beautiful day. Thank you again. My name is Romulus, City Boy So Fly with Hot Music 365. Big shout out to 365 Academy for having me. Again, this is all about content creators today, and we're gonna go ahead and learn different things throughout our journey. And this is what we're here for. God bless everybody.